Hey guys, this is Sporty Affairs, myself Narendra and with me Mithilesh. Today we are going to discuss RCB and how they did in the auction. RCB had pretty good squad, but they released so many players that they were heavily active team in the auction. They had about 35 crores and upwards of 35 crores remaining in their budget to spend, and they did spend heavily. Apart from their playing 11, they also wanted to bolster their bench plus few addition that will help them to go over the edge that they were lacking for so many years. So Mithilesh, what were their new signings?
Yeah, so thank you, Narendra. Well, as you discussed that they had a pretty big purse and they had to buy 13 players. So definitely they were in this auction to buy big, and they did buy big. They bought a 6 foot 8 inch New Zealand fast bowler Kyle Jamieson for 15 crore rupees, and everyone's favorite Glenn Maxwell for 14.25 crore rupees. By doing so, they gave them an extra bowling option, which they kind of lacked last year. I mean, pretty sure Mohammed, Siraj and Navdeep Saini were the finds last year, but they didn't have that, real death bowler at the end. Maybe Kyle Jamieson can support that. Also, they were not so good in the top order because Aaron Finch was not in form. Moeen Ali was tried sometimes in the top, but he also didn't click. So I think so. Devdutt, Padikkal and Virat Kohli will open the innings. So definitely they needed somebody in the lower order to carry the innings if one of ABD Villiers or Virat Kohli fails, and that's the reason I think they went heavy. And that's the reason I think they went with all guns blazing for Glenn Maxwell for 14.25 crores. So Narendra, now obviously they had this big money signings, but what do you think about the other signings? Like how do you think that these players are going to help RCB, because they finished fourth last year, so I'm definitely hoping that they aim for something higher this year.
RCB were lacking in terms of going into the semi-final, the eliminator, and then reaching the finals. Last year they managed to finish fourth, which was good, but I think with the addition of Kale, Jamieson and Maxwell will help them definitely, because that will take pressure off of Virat Kohli and ABD Villiers. Plus Sachin baby and Mohammed Azharuddeen, they are good addition. As you said that they needed someone lower down the order. Those are the two specialists currently in terms of T20 that they finished good towards the end of the innings. In terms of four slots, they have is Adam Zampa, ABD Villiers, Kyle Jamieson and Glenn Maxwell fills in the spot. Having said that, Adam Zampa is not a regular feature because they have Yuzvendra Chahal as well. So they have one spot they can keep on rotating whether they want a good batsman or a good bowler. Apart from that, do you want to add anything else?
Yeah, so what do you think about the decision of letting Moeen Ali go? Do you think that Moeen Ali could have been a good buy, because now last IPL was played in UAE, so I think so that makes sense, not playing spinners. But now since this year, the rumors have to be believed, all four matches might be taking place in Mumbai, and they have a history of having spinning tracks. So do you think Moeen Ali or going for some specialized spinner would have helped them in this IPL, like Shakib Al Hasan, for example? Like, so what do you think about that?
You brought a really good point because Moeen Ali is an experienced campaigner in terms of T20 bowling plus batting. He can bat up the order. He can be your 7th or 8th or 9th number batsman who can finish the innings if you need to. And we just saw him in the second test match hitting those 4 or 5 glorious sixes to the Indian spin bowlers. So I think they missed out an opportunity by keeping Moeen Ali. Having said that, I think enough explosive power is there in the current RCB squad. ABD Villiers, Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell, Sachin baby, Azharuddeen, enough players are there. Either it will be a massive explosion of talent this year from RCB, or they will be the last team in the IPL table. So that's it from my side.
Well, I certainly don't think that they will be finishing last because, like you mentioned, that there are so many explosive batsmen. So pretty sure like 2 or 3 players will show up, at some parts in the tournament, and they will try to take the team, higher in the rankings. And we all know ABD Villiers can win games on his own on any given day. So But the only worry which I feel they have is like in the bowling department, because Mohammad Siraj and Navdeep Saini, even though they were very good, but they went for a lot of runs in the death overs. In fact, their death bowling was one of the worst last year IPL, which kind of became their downfall. Yeah, and like everybody knows, they started very well in the first half of the tournament, but they kind of lost their track towards the end. So they need somebody who can be consistent enough, and that's the reason. More than Moeen Ali, I was shocked to see them let go of Chris Morris, because I don't know. I mean, he's such a power hitter, and he was the most expensive buy too in this IPL. So that means that not only RCB, like other teams are also chasing him. So what do you think about that?
I think that's again another one signing that they shouldn't have let go of, but I think that was a team decision just for 1 year. Maybe in the next upcoming big auction they can have him back. But as of now, they have a pretty good team. As you said, in terms of bowling, Kane Richardson is another option which they can try if they don't want to play Adam Zampa as a spinner. So that option is also there. Let's see how things goes.
So guys, in this video we discussed about the Challengers Bangalore, what the team composition was, what they bought, and how these players are influencing the team, like helping the team to win this IPL. So according to us, the rating for this team should be like 9 out of 10. We're just deducting 1 mark for that, the main crux death bowler, which I think so they still lack. Apart from that, I think so we pretty much covered about what they really wanted in this IPL and what they got. So that's it from us, guys. See you next time.